Good afternoon. This video is going to be specifically for those of you that have said that you do not have access to a Windows computer and so don't have access to Autodesk Inventor. At this time I still haven't heard from the district if they're going to be able to provide access for Inventor, but I have found a good program that's going to let you still do all of the same things that Inventor does. And it actually seems to work pretty similar to Inventor, so it's not going to be a huge learning curve like some of the other programs are. So I'm going to go ahead and switch back to my screen here and show you Onshape. Onshape is a completely online program. It's actually a competitor to Inventor. And so let me go ahead and show you that and what you have to do to sign up. So first thing you're going to do is just go to onshape.com. That's their website here. It is a real professional not inventor, but computer-aided design software. It just happens to be entirely online. But they do have free licenses for students, which is great. So what you're going to do here is click on this Try Onshape Professional. It's going to just go ahead and say here to the point where you request a trial of it. But because you're a student, you just click on Get a Free Student Plan. And it's going to have you fill in your name, enter your education email address, so make sure you use your @iowacitieschools.org address, just in case they're checking that stuff. My @iowacitieschools.org worked. I would assume your @ICStudents is going to work just fine too. You're going to select student, obviously, and that you're in grade school. I don't know why it says grade school, but K-12 right there. Check the box, and then go ahead and create an account. I've already gone ahead and created my account, so I'm obviously not going to do that again. But when you go to log in for the first time, you're going to see that it's going to look quite a bit different than Inventor, obviously, because it's running entirely as on a website. But from what I've found, we can do pretty much everything that you're going to want to do at all. So if you look up here, you can go ahead and create new documents, new folders. Just like with Inventor, you're going to want to make a folder for any project that you do. So I just went ahead and made a folder for a test project. You've got some nice things here. If I'm making, I'm not the best at this yet, but if I'm making a project here, I can go in and create all the different kinds of files that I need, from the part files to the assembly files and even the drawing and exploded view files. So there's that exploded view that we were doing earlier. And you can see here's my drawing file. This is the last thing I was working on. So I've got the 4 sheets here. So if it'll let me go there, there's my first part. There's my second part. That's what it looks like assembled. It'll do assembly files. So you can see here, you can put pieces together really nicely. We've got part files. So here's one of the parts I was making. And the best part about all this is it works really, really similar to Inventor. So you're going to start off by making a sketch. Let's just say I want to make a sketch on that side right there. You can turn it to look at it, but you certainly don't have to. You have all the same sketch tools, lines, rectangles, different kinds of circles, different arcs, polygons, splines, points, text, all this sort of different things that you have here. Things like offsets or slots or mirroring and patterning. Anything that you can do in Inventor so far, I haven't found a single thing that we haven't been able to do here. So you can go ahead and make your shape. The one difference I have found is you have to do that second click before you can start editing your dimensions, but that's not a big deal. And then you have your options here again for things like extruding, revolving, sweeping, lofting, doing fillets or chamfers, doing a shell, making holes, things like that. Anything that you could do in Inventor, it's all going to be right up here. It seems to work just the same exact way that it did in Inventor. So I'm not going to go too far into this right now because that's going to be another couple of videos to kind of go through some of these features. But if you don't have access to Inventor, if you're just using your Chromebook, what I want you to do here sometime before the end of next week, so before April 10th, is to go ahead and make an account on here and just try it out. Make some random things, put them together, maybe even try to make something that we've made in class already, and go ahead and make that in Inventor if you, or in Onshape if you wanted to. One nice thing here I have found is you can actually import Inventor files right into this software too. So if you want to try that, importing, if you have access to your Chromebook and you can import the Inventor files that way, give that a shot too. But I'm going to go ahead and post this up on Canvas. But I'll be making some videos on using this program, making the assembly files. That's the one part that's a little bit different. Making your drawing files, how to add the dimensions in, like this. But very, very similar to Inventor. Not something I think that we're going to have too much of a trouble changing over to.